So the next thing we need to do is we're going to right click on the core with our Wand of the Forest. And our portal is open. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Okay, today I want to do a couple of things down here, mostly some Botania stuff. I want to get our portal to Alfheim done, and we'll see what we can do there. And then we might do a couple other things afterwards, depends on how much time we have. First thing I want to do though is I want to craft what is known as a band of aura. So to do that I'm going to need some mana steel ingots and a rune of mana. So let's just go ahead and look it up real quick and I'll just show you what it does. We can actually look it up over here. Band of aura is right there. So we got 4 mana steel plus a rune of mana. Now what this does is this is actually going to generate mana for us passively. So all I got to do is equip the ring, and as long as I've got something that contains mana, that can contain mana, like our band of mana here, it will passively generate a tiny amount of mana and store it in whatever I'm using there. So we don't have to keep taking our ring and coming down here and throwing it in the pool to refill it. It will automatically take care of that for us, and you know, as long as we're not using tons and tons of it, it'll keep it charged up enough for us. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to come into our book and we are going to go to chapter 3, the way the world works. So we're going to come here to another side, another story. Research suggests that a race known as the elves may have fled this place for their homeland, Alfheim. If you can open a portal, you may be able to establish contact and get a better idea of what happened here. Construct the portal to Alfheim as described in the Lexica Botania, then activate it by waving your wand of the forest at the gateway core. So, we need Natura Pylon. We actually need 2 of them. It says 1. We need an Elven Gateway Core, and we need Glimmering Living Wood. So let's start with the Natura Pylon. Let's take a look at that. And that is a regular pylon, which we made in the last episode or 2 ago when we did another quest. But I made 2 more. They are surrounded by 3 Terra Steel nuggets. We got our Terra Steel in the last episode, and a mana pearl. So let's come in here. And we've got our 2 mana pylons, 6 Terra Steel nuggets, and 2 mana pearls. So let's go ahead and get these going. Those there, those there. 1, 2, 2, and 2. There we go. We got our 2 Natura pylons. Next we need our Elven Gateway Core. So let's take a look at that. That is 6 living wood and 3 Terra Steel nuggets. So there's our 3 Terra Steel nuggets and our 6 living wood. Let's come over here and let's do this real quick. There, and in the middle here, there's our Elven Gateway Core. And then lastly, we're going to need our Glimmering Living Wood. We need 3 of those, and that is a piece of living wood with some glowstone dust. Really easy. So we got 3 living wood and 3 glowstone dust. We can probably just take care of that right here. And there we go. 3 glimmering living wood. So let's take a look at our book here. So what does this say? Throw your Lexica Botania into the portal to have information on elven magics added to it. So we need to build the Elven Gateway. So let's see, where is our Lexica Botania over in here. All right, let's take a look real quick. All right, we go back here. Is it in this one? No. Let's see. Where would that be at? Basics and mechanics. We were just in there. That is mana manipulation, generating flora, functional flora, natural apparatus. Nope. Mystical items. Nope. Baubles and accessories. Nope. Ender artifacts. Nope. Alphamancy, the portal to Alfheim. There we go. It said that once elves used to share the world with us, Minecrafters. Due to unknown events, they would have been banished back to their own world, Alfheim. Experimentation has been done in an attempt to bridge the gap between the two worlds, and a means of creating a portal that does just that have been devised. Creating this portal proves not to be an easy task, as quite a few exquisite resources are necessary. The requirements are as follows: 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood blocks, 1 elven gateway core, read on, 2 mana pools, and 2 natura pylons, read on. So we've already crafted the elven gateway. We crafted our natura pylons. So now here is what our portal looks like. So it is living wood, and then we've got the core in the center of the bottom. We've got the glimmering living wood in the center of the others, and these are all 3, 3, 3 with gaps. And then we got 2 mana pools with the mana pylons above them. So let's see if we can visualize this real quick. And I want to place it like I was thinking, maybe right here. Right click. Okay. Now how will this look here? Okay, so is that kind of centered in the room? Let's see. Unvisualize. Let's visualize it again. Let's see if we can move it a little bit over, maybe this way. All right. How does that look? Not too bad. All right, so let's go ahead and get the stuff that we need. We've already crafted that stuff, but we've got our other living wood here. We've got our 2 mana pools. So let's start with building the portal itself. So we need our living wood here, here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's get some living rock. And this isn't going to hurt anything doing it this way. It's just going to give us a way to do this. Like that, so we can build on it. I'm going to put one there, just make it look nice. Let's go ahead and put these in place. My parakeets seem to be very excited about this as they keep talking. Put in our glimmering living wood, and then finally our elven gateway core here. All right. Now we need to put in our 2 mana pools. So I've got those here. One there and one here. Now, before I put my mana pylons on, I'm going to go ahead and put some mana into these. So let me grab a couple of these. I want to fill them up. It does take a fair amount of mana to light this thing. So let me go ahead and I need my wand. Let me go ahead and get those out of the way here. And then we'll eventually get these to point at it to keep them filled up when we need it. So let's come in here. Let me toss that in there. And it's already looks like it's set to, yeah, put them in the pool. Let me go ahead and put one over here. Come on, go in the pool. There we go. Don't pick it up. That do its thing. All right, so let me get these filled up and I'll be right back with you. All right, it looks as though we got all the mana out of these tablets in there, so let me go ahead and collect those and let's put them away. Put them back in here. I'll refill them later on. And then we're going to get our 2 Natura pylons and we're going to go ahead and place those. So come here, put one here and one there. The structure is complete. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to right click on the core with our Wand of the Forest. And our portal is open. So first thing we need to do, let's see, come back in here. It says we need to throw your Lexica Botania into the portal to have information on elven magics added to it. So if we look in here real quick, we can come back and there's really nothing in there much about alphamancy. That's it, just how to build the portal. So let's see what happens after we come over here. And you can walk through this. It isn't going to do anything. You're not going to go anywhere. It's not powerful enough. So it's not like another dimension in the game. So we're just going to come here. I'm going to toss our Lexica through there and back it comes. Pick it up and we open it. Elvengard. So let's continue. Greetings. We noticed that our portal was opened via a link from another world. That's rather shocking news indeed. We thank you very much for providing us with a repository of the knowledge from your world as to keep us up to date to what happened since we left it. It's been a while since then. It's good to see it doing well. Yeah, you don't know what's going on now, do you? After some discussion with the High Council of Elvengard, we have decided to cooperate with you. You see, reading through your Lexica Botania has shown us a good amount of resources from your world that we would be extremely keen as to get our hands on, as these are non-existent in our lands. The link you have managed to establish is rather weak. No living beings will be able to go through, as you already know. However, there's a positive side to this. The link strikes the fabric of time of both of our worlds in a way where it doesn't keep them in sync. That's the reason why you received your book back so quickly. When it comes to mana and other magical energies, we are plenty stocked up on them, so don't worry about the portal closing on our end. Let's put this in prospect. In order for the advance of both of our civilizations, we vow to accept a given set of resources from your world we lack in ours in exchange for resources you lack in yours. Okay? We have taken the liberty of assigning our best scribes to put together a great set of knowledge from our world we're willing to share. You can find it in your lexicon just as you'd find knowledge from yours. We hope you'll find it enlightening and that it will encourages you to invest in our materials. Last but not least, do keep in mind that if you decide to send something we have not vouched for to trade for, we will assume it is a gift and keep it for ourselves. Just as a forewarning, we look forward to exchanging resources with you. Best regards, the High Council of Elvengard. Okay, so now you can see we've got our message here. We've got what we originally had there, but now we've got the resources of Alfheim. Alfheim, Apomancy, Elven Lore, Ritual of Gaia 2. I'm not looking forward to either of those. The Relics of Aesir. So, the resources of Alfheim is what we're going to look at. Alfheim contains a very varied amount of exquisite resources. Sadly, though, most of them are extremely scarce and hard to come by due to competition between the various clans. The elves are interested in trading some materials such as dreamwood, elemantium, pixie dust, or dragonstone, resources native to their lands. So, you toss living wood through and you get dreamwood back. Okay? Dreamwood similarly to living wood can be turned into various decorative blocks. You have to look through the decorative blocks entry under miscellaneous for the recipes. So we can use dreamwood twigs. Okay, trading for elementium. Okay, so 2 mana steel will get you 1 elementium. 1 mana pearl will get you 1 pixie dust. 1 mana diamond will get you 1 dragon stone. The elves are also quite keen on the white posh block from the nether. Nether quartz, the ones that they have on their world, are tinted green. This quartz works just like any other quartz, be it normal nether quartz or any of the decorative variants you can find on the decorative blocks under entry under miscellaneous. Okay, so we toss in nether quartz, we get back elven quartz. Alfheim also has its own variant of glass in the form of Alf glass. Its look is rather light, and its patterns are randomized depending on where it's placed. Trading goes for mana glass. So 1 mana glass will get you 1 Alf glass. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go ahead and put our book away real quick. So, did we have anything else in here? We got that, detection task. So we get 16 mana steel, 4 mana pearls, and 4 mana diamonds. Let's go ahead and claim those. And we're going to use those for our trading. So we got 16 mana steel ingots. That will get us 8 of the elementium. So let's just go ahead and control Q, toss that in there. There we go. Get that back, and we got 8. Okay, and that works the same way as the mana steel does. We can make armor and stuff out of that. Let's go ahead and toss our mana pearls through, and we get back pixie dust. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that in here. And what else? We got some mana diamonds, and we should be getting some dragon stone back for that. And there we go. We got our dragon stone. Put that in here for now. I need to put a couple more of these drawers up. So the only other thing they mentioned, well, let's see. We got let's go ahead and do a couple of pieces of mana glass. Got 3 of them here. And get back some Alf glass. Okay, that's kind of cool looking stuff. Dreamwood. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a stack of living wood and a stack of living rock. Now let's put our living rock back. Let's take like 10 of them. Now the living wood will give us the dream wood. So we should get a stack of that back. And this can be used just like we do with the living wood. If we make mana spreaders out of it, they work a lot better. Where's the other 4? There we go. And then living rock will actually is going to, I don't remember if it was in there, but let's go ahead and toss it in there. It's going to give us back skystone, and that's a 2 for 1. And skystone is going to be very important to us later on down the road, because that's how we're going to be able to build our AE system. Now, here's the thing. This portal is going to continue to run all the time until it runs out of mana on this side. I'm probably going to put some kind of a system here. I'm going to put a sticky piston on the back to pull one of these blocks out to turn off the portal. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Just let it run for a while, and I'll handle that between episodes. Also, I did manage to get a little bit more Terra Steel. I've been doing a little at a time. It does use up half of our mana pool in order to do that, but we've got some. I'm trying to build up our supplies here so that we will be able to do a few things that require it in the near future. So give me just a moment, and I will meet you upstairs, and we'll work on the next thing that we're going to do. All right, so what I want to do today is I want to do something to handle all the creosote that I am getting out of our coke oven. We just get tons and tons and tons of creosote. I mean, every stack of coal that I put in there gives me 32 buckets of creosote oil. And well, we've only ever used the 8 buckets that it took to make our carpenter to begin with. I don't want to get rid of it, but I can't keep making tanks to store it in, because each tank holds, 16 buckets. And what am I up to now? Let me take a look here. I have 9 full tanks of creosote oil plus a half a tank there. Plus inside here I've got another 64 buckets of creosote oil. We need to put it somewhere. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use the stuff that we created in the last episode with the tank blocks, and we're going to build a storage tank to put all this creosote oil in, and we'll be able to pull it out later if we need it for something, which I really don't know what we're going to need it for. I know it gets used a lot in Railcraft, but what else it gets used for, I don't know off the top of my head. So it is almost night. Let me go ahead and sleep, and then we're going to go outside the wall here, over behind our coke oven and our blast furnace, and we will go ahead and get this set up. So I'll be right back with you in just a moment. All right, let's get started on this. I'm going to come out here, and I don't think there's any monsters out here. I'm not too worried about them right now anyways. And what I want to do is I'm going to kind of put it about in this area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make the base of this 5 by 5. Now if we take a look at these in here, what you're going to see is it says iron tank wall. It's a multi-block variable size hollow. The height has to be 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 tall, and the diameter needs to be 3, 5, 7, or 9. So I'm going to make it 5 by 5, I think is what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, and then fill this in. And then in each of these here, I'm going to go ahead and get my valves, and we're going to put one here, one here, one here, and one here. So let's go ahead and we can do this like this. And then I'm going to fill in some of this here with some glass like this. It's just so we can kind of see what's in the tank. And I've used all of that up. You can always make more. So let's go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do one more. 5. Grab some more of these. All right, so now I've got to think about my placement of my valves on the top. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to put my last 4 valves in here, and then put that there. And is this, let's jump down, and yes, we have an iron tank, and this will hold 2 million buckets. Okay. Needless to say, it's going to hold quite a bit of this. So let me get this put away, and let me grab some scaffolding blocks, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I grabbed a stack of dirt, and I'm going to let's get up here on top of our thing here. Yeah, our coke oven. Let's go ahead and pop that out. And then I'm going to attach this wooden pipe here on top of this. I'm going to have to knock out probably this here, because we need to attach our wooden engine onto the back of this, like that. We will go ahead and put our lever on the back of that so we can turn it on already. And then we're going to take our gold fluid pipes, come out of the top of this, and we need to come over here. That, like that. And then I think I'm just going to kind of like put one of these on each of those, just kind of combine them all together in the middle, like this. And then they will come over this way. This and meet up there. So I know it probably doesn't have to be this tall, but I just did it that way. Not too worried about the looks of it. It's not pretty to begin with. No point in pretending that it's going to be. So let's go ahead and turn this on, turn on our wooden engine, and it should start. You can see some of the creosote being pumped out of there, and it's coming into our tank here. You can see that we have 500, there's one bucket. So 2 million millibuckets. What is that? 20,000 buckets? Something like that. My math isn't that good right now. So this is going to fill up with all that. I will get the other tanks of creosote emptied out and put in there as well. We can actually just, ouch, come over here and use a bucket on this and just either put it in or take it out. And that's what these valves are for, so you can attach your pipes to them and pump the stuff in and out if you need it. Okay, well that's it for this episode. I'm not certain what we'll do next time. We'll probably get started on our boiler, get that up and running at least, get it up, heated up, and so that we can use it. We're probably gonna have to build a couple more steam engines to go with it as well, so we can start generating some RF. I know we're gonna make a couple of things. We're gonna try to do a couple of the smaller quests, you know, for the upgrades and stuff like that, for the chests and things like that, just to get them out of our way. But we're not going to do that now. We'll do that in the next episode. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.